Look at our Montgomery Ward starting lineups for the ball game this evening. For Phil Jackson, it'll be Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. So Tony comes back, plays one game, and moves into the starting lineup. Dennis Rodman will start at center with Michael Jordan and Ron Harper at the guards. For Larry Brown's ball club, the Philadelphia 76ers, it's Tim Thomas and Derek Coleman, Theo Ratliff, Allen Iverson, and Aaron McKie, the starters. Philadelphia bench, there's Larry inside there. The well-traveled Larry Brown. And are you ready for the final dust-off of the regular season?
Hey, Tommy, it's been fun. Could it be? It might be. Oh, it's a little.
Oh, man. He got us tonight. Look at it. There's a ton of it. Here. Has Joni said anything about your... Betsy said anything about your hair?
Yeah, she says looking better.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Scotty being back. Nice to have him here. David Jones, Ronnie Nunn, and Kevin Fear. Ronnie Nunn, in fact, when the Bulls were warming up, Ronnie made a couple jumpers from down in the corner. Tony in the starting lineup.
Tony just back one game. The last game in Detroit.
Played a lot of minutes. And the Sixers win the tap on the year. Bulls just a little bit better than Philly. Iverson. Ron Harper starts out on him with the screen roll. I think the Bulls are going to switch on that screen roll. There's Derek Coleman with it down low. Fadeaway jumper from Coleman. And the Bulls with a chance to get the first bucket. Pip inside for Michael. MJ with McKee on him. Fades inside. Finds Dennis, who missed it. Fights for the rebound, and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Sixers.
Michael got doubled very late that time and decided to throw it off to Dennis underneath, but Dennis just didn't control it.
Iverson with the high screen roll. See if Dennis comes out. And see, Dennis does come out and stay with him. Now goes back inside. Bulls get a little help, but Coleman goes right to the basket. That's an example of, I think, what the Bulls want to do. Iverson comes around that screen roll. I think they're going to jump out and try and double team him right away.
Okay, Harper on Iverson down low. Iverson. Oh, an easy pass. The Bulls turn it over 2 times now in a row. Iverson went out in front of Harper, went to front him, left it wide open, and the pass was just a little high.
Iverson with it on the wing, looking down low, finds Derek Coleman. Michael comes over to help out across the floor. McKee on top for Iverson, who drives inside, stops and fades and missed that badly. But an offensive rebound. Coleman just knocked Tony out of the way. Ball out of bounds. Will belong to Philly.
All right, here's what we're talking about on that screen. Dennis comes out, and now he hustles on back. Coleman takes it on in, but is not able to take advantage of it.
And the thing you want to make him do is pick that dribble up, because this is what you don't like. When he drives to the basket and gets to the basket, gets that penetration, he is really dangerous because he can make the shot and he can pass it off. Pip with it on top, comes off the screen. Now Scotty wants it down low. Pip, double team, goes on top. Tony Kukoc, a long deuce for Tony is good. Bulls on the board with just about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
I think Phil didn't start Bill Wennington tonight for one reason. He may go into the playoffs with this lineup as starters, and I think he wants to give him a couple games tonight and tomorrow's game against the Knicks of playing that way.
Iverson, hit his pocket pick. Here comes Harper. Iverson wanted to pick it right back, and Harp lays it in. And MJ with a steal at that end. Stops. Soft jumper from 12 is good.
Oh, boy.
Two great defensive plays back to back.
Well, you think Ronnie Harper sometimes is not the player he once was, as Iverson went around him for an easy basket, but then right out in front of everybody, Harp just picked his pocket, and then Michael stole the ball and knocked the jumper in.
Coleman. And Tony had a steal, but McKee got it right back. Coleman, a long deuce. Nope. Rebound tapped out, and the Bulls all of a sudden starting to put something together. Tony pitches it into the corner, and Scotty can't hang on. Fox Sports Chicago like to welcome our affiliate Media One, the viewers in Oak Brook, Illinois. How's everything in Oak Brook this evening? Oh, you were going to say something.
I was going to say Oak Brook, yes.
Iverson goes right to the basket, couldn't get it. Scotty right there with a rebound, pitches it out to Harp. Dennis Rodman running hard on the other side. Give it back to Michael, back to Scotty. MJ will take the three.
Whoa, around the jar and out.
6-4. Bulls with the lead. McKee, not much of an offensive threat. Gets it out to Ratliff, and Tony with a block. Now he's got Scotty running hard.
Michael's the trailer. Watch out now. Okay, he's going to set it up. Here's a double team by Coleman. Somebody wide open.
Dennis.
Tip with a three. Is that a three out of the corner? I think so.
McKee lost it. Harp right there. Had it knocked away, but comes up with it. Scotty inside. What a play by Pip.
Pippen's first basket back. He goes up and hammers it down. Tim Thomas. Holy mackerel here. Steal out here by Harper. Now watch Pip come down the lane. Here he goes up, and you talk about a violent jam. There it is. Oh.
9-4 now. Bulls with the lead. Johnny, their offense has been great, but their defense has been outstanding so far.
This is what you want to see coming to the.
There it is.
Get a hand on another ball.
Iverson on the penetration, has to pass it off. Thomas makes a move inside with a bad shot, and Dennis Rodman with a rebound. Scotty wanted the lob. He was running down hard.
Tony's got Iverson underneath, and now they switch back. There should have been illegal defense, is right.
Rebound. Dennis had it, but just tapped it out. It belonged to Philly.
That was an illegal defense because Coleman came down and doubled Tony along with Iverson, and he didn't have the ball.
We got a timeout on the floor. 7:14 left in the first, and the Bulls lead Philly 9-4. Boy, some great defense, John.
Now here's Harper on Iverson. Harp just taps it away, and Iverson's going to try to catch him, strip the ball, but Harp is a little bit quicker than people think. And then here comes Scottie Pippen. Will get the ball from Harper and deposit it hard.
Iverson with it on top. Coleman with it down low. Starts to back in, kicks it over to McKee. Bulls will give up that shot all night long. Not that one. Theo Ratliff knocked it in. Pip just breezes up the floor. Harp down low. Off the glass, no, but he'll go to the line for a pair. Bulls fans get pumped up for the playoffs with a Fox Sports Chicago Bulls pep rally this Monday, April 20th from 6 to 9 at Michael Jordan's restaurant, 500 North LaSalle. Stop by to meet your favorite on-air personalities, win Bulls playoff tickets, and much more.
Harper shoots two as Theo Ratliff came over to try to help Iverson out, but committed the foul.
Hey, John, you talk about Philly for a second.
All right.
They've got some free agents.
City, they've got the Liberty Bell.
We saw the Liberty Bell today. We saw the Liberty Bell. But I think the free agent that you think about most with these guys is Theo Ratliff. He's a guy that they have got to sign. They really like him and think he's going to develop into a really good center.
He's a little man, plays defense, you know, quickly, Tom, but he's got the blocking ability of the big man. He does a nice job.
6'10", about 230. I think they wanted to put on a little weight as Iverson comes to the basket. Rodman came over to help out, and Ratliff tapped it home.
That's two tap-ins now for Ratliff.
11-8. Bulls with the lead. Iverson got that. That was just a little bit of a lazy pass. Tony faked the pass, stayed looking right there, and then delivered that pass, and Iverson saw it the whole way.
Tony, a very lazy pass out to the top of the key. He just waited for the passing lane and exploded, and then went down and just hammered it down.
Pip gets it right back in the wing with Iverson on him. Comes inside, hangs with and got it. Counted the foul. Two terrific plays by Scottie Pippen.
All right, let's tell you, here's the lazy pass out by Tony. Iverson waits for it, and he'll come down here and dunk the ball. And then Scottie Pippen takes the ball. Iverson overplays him. Scottie comes in from this side, flips it up with the left hand and in. Thomas picks up his second foul.
And Mark Davis will come in. 6'7" second-year man out of Texas Tech. Pip 6 points, a rebound, an assist, 2 of 3 from the field, made both of his free throws. Iverson puts it to Davis on top. Iverson comes inside, goes right to the basket, had it blocked away. Dennis gets it out to MJ. Michael backs in, continues to back.
He's doubled now. Who has he got open? Anybody?
That's Scottie for a minute. Now Tony comes in to post up down low. It's a good spot for him. Delivers it. Harp from 15.
Short arm.
Way short. Yep. And the Bulls hustle after it. Michael comes up with it in the corner. Scottie out on top was the open man. He'll take the three. And just a little short. 14-10. Bulls with the lead. Coleman posts up, gets it down low. Davis, top of the circle, leaner. And the rebound tapped out, and Tony will come up with it. Now he's got Michael and Scottie.
Whoa.
And he almost didn't have anybody.
Yeah. And he doesn't have anybody.
Now Iverson, 3-on-2. Iverson goes right to the basket and got fouled. Ron Harper called for the foul. If there's one thing, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic is scheduled August 1st and 2nd at Grant Park. Check the Tribune for an entry form. Pick up one at a participating Sport Mart store. Call 312-455-4000 for more info. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, NX Level Sportswear.
Harper won the foul and the missed free throw by Allen Iverson. Scott Burrell now coming for Tony.
Vicky Simpkins will check in as well. Johnny, if there's one criticism lately of Allen Iverson by the Philadelphia media, it's that instead of passing the basketball, he is shooting, trying to keep his streak alive of scoring 20 points in a row.
Well, he needs another 18 assists in the last 2 games also to do what some of the rookies have done, get over 1,000 points and get himself 500 assists, I believe.
Pip goes to the wing. MJ with it there. Bulls screaming illegal defense. And there's the call. Theo Ratliff called for illegal defense, and Eric Snow checks into the game. Got Snow from Seattle for a 2nd-round draft choice. They had some salary cap room, and they made the deal just after we were here the last time.
Well, we were talking to Steve Mix at lunch, and he said he has really played well for him.
Yeah, played hard, consistent basketball. Ratliff goes over to double team just as soon as Michael got it.
There's his zone again. Look at Ratliff. He's got nobody.
Scottie lost it. Tried to come up with it. Davis gets it ahead for Snow. Right back to Davis for the jam.
Well, I'll tell you, the Bulls have got the butterfingers today. They can't hold on to the ball.
And Phil wants a timeout. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first. And the Bulls lead Philadelphia 14-13. 3:37 left. Up here watching the game. He's in the front row. Randy Brown into the ball game, has it in the corner. comes off the screen. As MJ gets a little break, lob inside. Scotty was looking for Dickey, had it knocked away. Eric Snow got a piece of it. Inside Coleman, nice fake, and put it in. Derek Coleman, John, is a guy that's gotten the reputation of playing hard for a while and then just tailing off. 9 points off turnovers now for Philly. Scotty looks for it inside.
And a turnover again.
And Scott Burrell says, my fault. Sorry.
Well, it doesn't make any difference whose fault it is. It's the fault.
Coleman. Iverson cuts a hard cut. Coleman. Throw it to Larry Brown, or at least close to him. That'll be Bulls ball. There's Larry. He would have made a great play on it. Just was a little bit to his left. Hadn't been able to go to his left for a while.
Well, Iverson was out for a very short time. He's back in with Snow in the backcourt, and they got a very quick ball club.
Harp going to the basket. Will go to the line as he gets fouled. Eric Snow picks up the foul.
Well, he had a chance to spend a little birthday time with Frank Hamblin yesterday.
Yep.
Frankie's birthday.
Bulls assistant coach, one of the all-time good guys.
Yeah, just to sit and talk a little bit and relax.
Joe Smith checks in. Theo Ratliff comes out. There's a guy, Joe Smith, John. Golden State thought the world of him. And just never panned out.
He's made a good scorer and a good offensive rebounder, but it's just something missing.
Yeah, just not the whole package. Snow with a high screen roll. You see the difference that time is you don't double team. You want to stay by Derek Coleman.
This is where Coleman's game is pretty good all around. He averages 20 points a game, 10 rebounds. And what he does, he takes it in strong underneath the basket, and he can step out to the three-point line.
Randy Brown goes down to the corner. Scott Burrell for 3 hits. $50 goes to Charitables from Carex Muffler and Brake. Randy Brown ran right up on Iverson and the Bulls bench. Howard walked. Ball deflected, loose. Harper tapped it. Scott Burrell comes up with it. 3 on 2.
Whoa.
Randy Brown lost
travel.
it.
They're going to call a foul.
Eric Snow called for the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought that's Snow's second foul. I thought Randy had lost control of that ball going in. They were going to give him a travel on it, but he'll be at the free throw line for 2.
So Randy Brown will go to the line for a pair. Career against Philly.
Had a chance to talk.
Aaron McKee comes back. Who'd you talk to?
Oh, had a chance to talk to the owner of the 76ers. The guy said, "This is Mr. Croce," and I said, "Gee, Mr. Croce," I said, "I've certainly enjoyed your songs."
You didn't. You
I did.
not.
Time in the bottle and operator. And he says, "No, I'm Pat Croce." Oh Lord. Love his music still.
Yeah, I thought you did. Iverson with it up high. Picks up his dribble. That's what you want him to do. Davis, as Burrell forces him further and further out on the floor. Now he drives inside and lost it. A foul called. Eric Collins is standing by. Eric, do you like Jim Croce's music too?
Are you kidding me? He's got every one of his 8 tracks.
Oh, there you go. Good.
History in the making tonight, guys. With tonight's attendance, now a record in Philadelphia. For people watching basketball in Hill, Philadelphia, they've had 7 consecutive losing seasons, but this year they have their best attendance ever. Even better attendance than back in 82-83 when they won the NBA championship. Now, they've done it kind of unique ways. They did it with like a face painting night. They had a Harley Davidson night. They had a Beanie Baby night. And Red Auerbach, the old guy from the president of the Boston Celtics, called it shameless, but they're working. They're packing people in here. Things are really starting to be positive around here in Philadelphia. Back to you guys.
I'll tell you what, people used to get on Bill Veeck about what he did at Comiskey Park, John, and what he did with St. Louis Browns and all the rest. As Randy Brown drives it inside, finds Scott Burrell. But I think you put fans in the seats.
Yeah.
Scotty inside. What a beautiful move by Pip. He makes it look so easy that you see that and you think it's a simple move. It is a great move. He just makes it look so easy, and that's part of what makes it so great.
Well, yeah, you know, to go back to the attendance story too, is at the Spectrum they had 7,000 or 17,000. Here they get about 20.
Right, so you've got a capacity of 3 more, and they're averaging about 15,700 a game, 15,700 a game. They're excited about basketball here, which is the first time in a while. Scottie Pippen.
Short, didn't have the handle on it.
And Randy Brown, that rebounder, got it, and Scotty left without the ball. How often do you see that? Yeah.
That's 8 turnovers. Oh, boy. That's a lot. Yeah, we're in the first quarter.
They wanted a 2 for 1 with Scotty. Gets it back to Harp. Shot clock is at 9, 8, 7. So just about the same as Harp drives right by Anthony Parker and lays it in, the former Bradley star. There's Parker with the basketball. 2 seconds, 1 second from near half court. And we played 1 period here at the Core State Center in Philadelphia. The Bulls lead the 76ers here in Philly, 23-20. Bulls lead it by 3. Here's first quarter stats. Bulls shoot 50%, Philly 43. Bulls almost double them rebounding wise, but turn it over 8 times. And you see the points off turnovers there, 6-9. Philly with 9 points. Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Dickie Simpkins, Michael Jordan, and Scott Burrell as we start the second quarter. Allen Iverson, Anthony Parker, Mark Davis, Derek Coleman, and Joe Smith for Philly. Reflected. Simpkins gets the inbound pass.
This unit for the Sixers putting a lot more pressure on.
Tony had to drive. Michael with it on the wing. Fades. Fires. Nope. But Tony right there for the offensive rebound. Kicks into the corner. Scott Burrell for 3. And a foul called
on Tony.
At an upcoming Bulls home playoff game, the first 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Bulls hat courtesy of Insure One. Iverson with Kerr on him. Scott Burrell saw that all the way, and he can still get up. Davis between the circles finds Allen Iverson. Iverson goes to the basket. Burrell over to help out. Good help. Iverson with a rebound. Almost lost it and did as Michael comes over to pick it off. Ahead to Steve Kerr. Open along due. Steve may have had that partially blocked.
I think he did.
Tony for 3. A 3-pointer from Tony Kukoc. Another $50 that goes to charitables from CarX, and it's 28-20. Bulls with the lead. Biggest lead of the game for the Bulls. Davis almost falls down. The old Curly Neal routine as he tried to keep his dribble. We got a jump ball.
Well, you talked about Scott Burrell in his 3-point shooting. Here he overplays the passing lane, gets the ball, goes up and hammers it home, and now he ties up Mark Davis, and we got a jump ball.
Parker and Coleman come out. Ratliff and McKee come back in for the Sixers. Davis didn't even jump. Up the floor. Burrell started to make moves. Now picks up his dribble.
Might not have been too bad a shot for him out of the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Nice quick shot. Tony puts up another 3. Oh, wow. Another tray for Tony Kukoc. The starting lineup has always agreed with him. 31-20. Bulls with the lead. Tony with 8 points. Iverson wants to go down low. Now he'll shoot the three himself and finds out that may be a better answer. MJ backs in. Nice wraparound pass. And a foul on Dickie Simpkins. Under turnover. Our Budweiser profile this evening is Theo Ratliff, 4th in the NBA in blocks, leads the Sixers in offensive rebounds, and very similar to Frank Hamlin's yesterday birthday, today is his birthday. Aldo Perry doing a nice job coming up with the birthday. He picks up his dribble and throws it into the second row.
Well, we got one guy sitting on the bench there who wants to say hello to the Hassels, the Mickelsons, the Ships, and the McGrady's in Chicago. And that guy was a member of the first 3 NBA championships the Bulls won. Scott Williams family says hello to everybody back in Chicago.
The Tank. He came over.
Yep. He's having a little bit of trouble getting some playing time.
Michael lost it. Good hustle. Now MJ reaches in, and it'll be a jump ball. Yeah, but he was funny before the game. There's the Tank. He was funny. He came over. He's kidding you and me. Asking about all the people back in Chicago.
Well, of course, you know, this could be Michael's last tour through Philadelphia. And a lot of people interviewed Scott Williams about what it's like to be with Michael. And he, as I mentioned, he was with him for the first 3 championships.
Nice, what was that, a 2-page pull-out section on Michael today, Johnny, in the paper?
50 pages.
It was unbelievable as MJ got fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Nice call, says Iverson as he walks by, picks the foul up. Michael knocks down his only 2nd basket.
Career versus Philly, pretty good. Career versus just about everybody, real good. 34-23. I wondered if you'd laugh when I said it was a 2-page thing. Iverson goes on top to McKee. Thomas drives baseline, puts it up. Nope, rebound. Dickie Simpkins comes up with it. 34-23, Bulls with the lead. MJ top of the circle for 3. And Theo Ratliff with a rebound. Saw that one coming, huh?
He saw Thomas, and that's all you have to do is see the man out in front. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. That's the excitement that young man can bring. Here comes a double.
Scott Burrell is open in the corner and gets it, shoots it, and makes a long 2. (36-25), Bulls with the lead, and Larry Brown wants a timeout. He is really hollering at somebody. He is furious with somebody. We'll take a break. 8:08 left in the first half. Bulls lead it 36-25. Bulls beat them 104-94 that evening. Turnover's been a big story, John.
Yeah, the first quarter, they got 9 points off the turnover. Looks at the Bulls with 11 here in the second quarter.
And Philly does not have a point off the Bulls turnover. Joe Smith drives in, and Dickie Simpkins stands his ground. And that's something that you and I have talked about years and years now, John. That when a guy's going in like that, you don't want to give him the dunk and the foul. And if you're going to get out of the way and give him the dunk, okay, you're going to give him the dunk. Don't give him the 3-point play. Don't just give that to him. Make him make it. The Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic, August 1st and 2nd at Grant Park. Check out the Chicago Tribune for an entry form or pick up one in any Chicagoland Sport Mart store. Call 312-455-4000 for more information. Sponsored in part by ComEd, Hoffman Estates Medical Center, Sport Mart, and AT&T.
A little half-court pressure here on the Bulls.
Michael with it down low. Jay starts to back. On top, Tony. He's had the hot hand so far. Tony stops off the glass. Dickie had it for a second. Now Allen Iverson pushes it up the floor. Smith with a baseline jumper, and he's pretty effective from out there. He may not be the prototypical power forward, but he's a guy a little bit like Bill Wennington in that he can hit that baseline jump shot. MJ bounces it on top for Tony. Steve Kerr back to Kukoc. Fadeaway jumper, a long deuce, and Tony hits that again. 10 points for Tony now. First player in double figures on either team. Tony comes over to help out very quickly. Dickie Simpkins with the rotation, and Joe Smith hits again.
8 points for Smith. 6 in this quarter. 2 long jumpers now. That last one was just about out where he doesn't hit as good. Yeah.
Foul called. Joe Smith picks up the personal foul. Derek Coleman will check back in. Theo Ratliff checks out. Ratliff need to put on a little weight, John?
I don't know. His shoulders look pretty muscular.
Yeah, they are.
Maybe,
yep.
Maybe the lifting, you know.
He is a strong guy. Just kind of light. Steve Kerr, jumper from the right wing is good. Tough jumper for Steve Kerr, who drains it.
I didn't know if Steve wanted to take that ball on that double team there by Iverson, and Tony gets called on the foul. Iverson and Derek Coleman. He wanted to go near him again.
Right. Ratliff with, what about 10 seconds of rest. Dennis Rodman will check back in for the Bulls. There's Dennis.
D-Rod for Dickie Simpkins, I believe. Who is he for?
No, Scott Burrell.
Scott Burrell.
He didn't say anything for a long time. Everybody's standing there.
Tonight, Michael, they said, no, too late.
Iverson gets it right back. Drives baseline and a pushing foul on Dickie Simpkins.
Well, it just looked like he said, I'm going to go in here and draw a foul. And that's what he did. Dickie Simpkins picks up foul number 3.
This kind of play, you got to take the baseline away, right? I mean, isn't that the big key here? Force him back to help.
Yeah. He shuffled his feet like you're supposed to, not cross him over, but he didn't get there in time. Scottie Pippen is going to go back in here for Dickie.
And Iverson will go to the free throw line. He's 2 of 3 from there. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Four rebounds for Dennis Rodman as well. Tony. Flares out in the wing. Michael posts up down low. Rodman, nice quick pass. It all started with a quick pass. Michael set a great screen for Tony, who went to the basket and laid it in.
Tony with 10 points in his quarter. 12 in the game.
Iverson. Coleman started the screen roll. Iverson goes right inside, ran over Scottie Pippen.
Offensive foul. Sure enough, he just came crashing on in Pippen. Let's take a look at. Tony couldn't do anything with the ball, so he gives it to Rodman. He goes right under the basket, gets the return pass, and is able to go up and flip it in. So that's that foul was on Iverson crashing into Pippen.
Michael between the circles. Stops, top of the circle. Jumper is good for MJ. 7 points for Michael to go with a couple rebounds. 3 of 6 from the field.
Whoop. Steve Kerr, I think, grabbed him, trying to get through that screen.
Coming up at halftime here on Fox Sports Chicago. Ann and Norm will have first half highlights on our Chevrolet dealers halftime.
Bulls in the penalty here with a tick under 5 minutes to go.
I like that look for Harp. What do you think, John?
Styler.
He is. Scottie pushes it up the floor. Michael goes inside for Scotty, and it's a foul call. Theo Ratliff will be called for the personal foul.
That's only the third team foul on them. So we got a
Phil wants timeout. Yep. Phil wants to tuck it over right now. We'll take it with him. 4:48 left in the first half. The Bulls lead Philly 44-34. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, and Dennis Rodman for the Bulls. Thomas, McKee, Iverson, Coleman, and Ratliff on the floor for Philly. This period, Bulls 9 of 15. Sixers just 4 baskets, and what a shot by MJ.
I want to tell you something. McKee was right in his face.
Couldn't do any more.
No, he could not.
Could not do anything else.
Michael went right down, baseline up, and powered over him.
Derek Coleman with the jumper from the left wing and hits that.
They work pretty good together, Coleman and Iverson. Set the screen, and he runs away from the screen to get open.
Rodman with the no-look pass. MJ lost it as McKee comes up with it, pushes it ahead for Thomas. With Scotty right there defensively, Tim Thomas lays it in. But here come the Bulls pushing it up the other end. Pip gives it back. Steve Kerr. Good look. 3. Yes.
Bulls' 4th three-pointer, 3rd in this quarter.
And John, that's another $50 that goes to charitables from CarX. 49-38, Bulls with the lead.
Charitable's going to miss CarX when this season's over. Coleman with the 3.
Dennis taps it and pulls down the rebound. 5 rebounds for Dennis Rodman, who's got the basketball on the wing. Back to MJ with a fake. Faked the pass, and he was going to shoot it, and Ratliff took it away. That's a good play by Ratliff. Thomas accelerates and lays it in. He's got a couple layups now. 49-40, Bulls with the lead. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. And Phil wants another timeout. 3:15 left. Oh, they'll take a 20. Phil wants a 20-second timeout. 49 to
Monday he's ever played, every single Tuesday ad nauseum. It's incredible. I'll have more tidbits as we go throughout the course of the game. Back to you guys.
Michael Manuzia?
That's what he said.
I thought he was talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Manuzia plays in the European League.
Steve Kerr with it, goes into the corner. Burrell for another 3. That one did hit the floor. And it goes back off Thomas, out of bounds. Bulls ball. He tried to throw it up as Scotty. It bounced right back and hit him, and it'll be Bulls ball.
Pip says you made a good play.
And that's one of those just horrible
you can't
feelings,
get out of
John.
the way.
No, there's nothing you can do. Down low, Michael. Fades, fires. Nope. Dennis Rodman had it, lost it. Inside Scotty.
Whoa, Pip took a step on it. He got the shot blocked.
Iverson. Lob pass for Thomas, who missed the jam, but a foul call.
Got Burrell on the foul. Foul comes up now. Watch Scott Burrell as they throw it up high. Bill's not exactly exploding out of this quarter. He's just sort of on cruise control, right?
Been at 49 for a while. Knocked out Bulls ball. 2:46 left in the first half. Michael gives it right back to Pip. Ratliff came over to help out. Now goes away. Scotty with 4 on the shot clock. Goes inside. Michael fakes one way, comes back, missed it, and Dennis missed time his jump, still got the rebound.
Burrell, take a look at the 3. Oh, yes. You get that much time, take a look at the 3.
That's another $50 that goes to charitables from CarX.
15 points off the bench here in the first half of the Bulls, and 2 3-point field goals by Burrell, one by Steve Kerr.
Lob pass, and Scotty saw it, tapped it out. Bulls are 5 of 11 from 3-point range. Sixers 1 of 2. Got a 20-second timeout called by Philadelphia. Just under 2 minutes of ball well. Eric Collins got some scores, partner?
Yeah, guys, the score that everyone's looking at is the New Jersey-Orlando game. Right now, New Jersey's trailing Orlando by 10. If that score holds up, it'll be New Jersey in the playoffs against the Bulls. Back to you guys.
MJ comes up with a rebound. Yeah, New Jersey and the Knicks just need one game.
Well, they lost a big game to Toronto.
MJ gets it back to Scotty. Shot clock at 8 at 7. MJ gets a jump hook. Nope. Dennis Rodman tapped it and came up with a rebound. Finds Steve Kerr, open wing, jumper right side, in and out. And a foul on the rebound. Michael Jordan will pick up the personal foul.
Well, they will go to the free throw line on this play.
Here's who's on the bubble. The Nets tonight at Orlando, Sunday against Detroit. The Magic, New Jersey and Charlotte. And the Wizards at Miami and against Boston. And again, just with the way it looks right now, it looks like it's going to be New Jersey. That all indications point to that. Point to that right there. Again, they haven't clinched a playoff berth yet, but it would be a surprise if they're not the Bulls' first-round opponent. Could happen. Joe Smith missed that one. Smith 8 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Bulls are 4 of 6 from 3-point range this quarter. Davis comes back as Thomas will leave. .52-42, Bulls with the lead. Burrell gets it right back to Mike.
The pass hung up there a little bit, didn't it?
MJ kicks it to Scotty. Had it partially blocked. Rodman kicks it out. Burrell, another good look at the three.
Yes,
hit again from out there.
Sir. Scott Burrell, tattoo in this club. Got 13 points.
Bulls with their biggest lead, as that is the lead. Just under a minute left in the first half. Coleman.
Whoa.
Oh, he threw it right to Scotty.
Yeah. Pippen on the run.
Oh, what a great catch by Scotty. MJ looked at the three, kind of shook his head no, but he's smiling now. There he goes, top of the circle, jumper, and he hits that.
Little hesitation step in there. Mike with 11 points.
About 2 seconds differential, shot clock and game clock.
Go, Steve. They say go, and they want to double or not.
Well, he's right there. Iverson kicks it back. Davis, and shot clock violation.
Davis thought he got fouled on the play, and Phil is saying, can we have 2 seconds, please? And they said, Phil.
2.3, in fact.
You can have as much. Oh, Tony, sub. Well, where's Bushler when we need him? Dennis going to walk down the sideline here. Tony's going to take the ball in. Now, Joe Smith is back in front of Michael. We'll see what happens here.
Scotty leans in. No shot, they say. We played one half of basketball here at the Core State Center. The Chicago Bulls lead the Philadelphia 76ers 57-42. Now for the latest headlines, let's go to the Fox Network Center for this Fox Sports break. Got the ball a little bit better. 22, so they made 6 more and took, 8 more. field goal percentage a little bit better. Free throws just about the same. They made 2 more. 3-pointers, the Bulls did a great job in making 5 more of those. Rebounds, Bulls super, especially offensively. Inside, Philly does a little bit better, 22-16. Phil Jackson talks to his team. Bulls shot the ball very well in the second quarter, especially long range, John.
5 for 7. 3-point field goals. Wow. Tony 2 for 2 and Scott Burrell 2 for 3. Steve Kerr chipped in with 1.
MJ just took one of your pretzels, John. Sourdough pretzels, they look good. Go West, Junior.
Got a lot of nerve. That's what I thought.
We're at the Core State Center here in Philadelphia as the Bulls take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Along with my partner Johnny Kerr, Eric Collins, our sideline announcer. My name is Tom Dorr. James A. Angio is our producer director. Joe Corneo is our associate producer. Dean Cowing made the trip up here. Aldo Perry is here. It's a big night here in Philadelphia. Pip goes on top for Tony Kukoc. Ron Harper on the baseline.
Tony got to look at it. Somebody.
This guy does this sometimes.
Yes. Beating the clock. Turning around, getting his man up in the air. McKee is up in the air. Yeah, look at that smile. Have we seen that for over a decade? Yes. He has fun playing this game. There it is. Time is going out. He looks at the clock. Now watch him come to the middle and give the fake up. McKee says, I'm going to block this one, MJ.
No, you're not.
Not only that.
Yeah. John, he could have been a contestant on that old game show. Remember that one? Remember Beat the Clock?
Oh, yes.
He has done it
absolutely
several times. 60-42 Bulls with the lead. Iverson with it on the wing on the high dribble, and then again there is the help that Dennis Rodman provides on the screen roll. Coleman picks up his dribble. Shot clock at 3, at 2. Ratliff with kind of an awkward looking jumper. It'll be Bulls ball on a violation.
They did a good job of doubling Derek Coleman and shutting off all the other threats. The guy they left open was Ratliff, and he just couldn't get the shot off to beat him.
60-42 Bulls with the lead. MJ with it down low. Turns and looks. Gets it back to Kukoc. Tony drives inside. The leaner is good from Tony. Most any other player in the NBA takes that shot, John, and you're up off the bench hollering at him. And what are you doing? What kind of a shot? Hey.
It's sort of a sidearm finger roll, isn't it? I mean, good.
Bulls ball. Eric Snow will check in for the Sixers.
You know, Frank Hamlin just told Eric the Bulls have to start off stronger, so they come out with 5 quick points.
And maybe more here. MJ spins. And down, and it just did come up short. And Dennis Rodman with the loose ball. Tony puts up the jumper. Nope, the shot clock was going to go off. So Tony had to shoot it. Iverson comes right to the basket. Scotty got a piece of it, and Dennis Rodman with a rebound. Scotty gives it back to Tony. 2 minutes gone here in the third period. Bulls lead at 62-42. Dennis faked the pass. Over to Tony, down low for Pip. Scotty's jump hook a little short. And Harp had the rebound, lost it. It'll be out of bounds to Philly. Eric Snow comes in. Davis as well. For the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shop at any one of the Chicagoland Montgomery Ward stores. Iverson on the screen roll. Oh, Mike Steele right there. He's got Harp with him. Michael won't need anybody else as he lays that one in. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. 9:25 left in the third. And the Chicago Bulls with a nice spurt here to start the third period lead Philadelphia 64-42.
Why? Take a look at some of these milestones by Michael that he set here in Philadelphia. Points numbers 5, 10, 15, 23, 24, and 28,000 were all set here in Philadelphia. So Michael has a good sense of history here. Guys, back to you.
Eric, how does he do it? Right on the number.
I don't know.
Derek Coleman will go to the free throw line.
Derek Coleman will go to the line. MJ having a ball. He's laughing at the fans. He's talking to them. Coleman hits the first. There he is over there. One of the people in the front row. You know, one of the questions you and I get all the time, John, is he as nice a guy as he seems?
All depends.
On?
He's playing cards. He's playing basketball. He's playing golf.
He may not
Just hanging around. You got it.
Scotty, quick pass to Harp, had it blocked away, and Eric Snow comes up with a steal. Because he does want to win, but otherwise he is a great guy.
Right.
Davis, nice pass inside. Derek Coleman with the slam.
Well, the Bulls had outscored him 7-0, and now they run 3 in a row here.
64-45 Bulls.
Oh,
with
Michael
the lead.
turned away.
And Davis with the easy one. Phil called out the play, told him what he wanted him to do. Michael comes off the screen, takes the shot, fades, fires, nope. And McKee pushes it up the floor. And it's stripped away. Davis inside, put it in. That's a tough shot.
Remarkable shot. But those things sometimes have a way of bringing you back. 7 in a row here now for the Sixers.
Yeah, they got a little run going. Harp goes inside for Dennis, looking for Michael, and he can't hang on. It's just nothing is gelling right now, and Dickie Simpkins will check into the ballgame. Snow with it on the wing. Rattler trying to post up, gets it down low, kicks it out.
And they lose it.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball.
See who Dickie comes from.
I think he's going to come for Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis is mad about this one too.
Yeah, he didn't want to come out.
Nope.
Saturday, April 18th, Bulls take on the Knicks. It's Gatorade White Hen Mini Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids 14 and under in the United Center receive a Bulls Mini Basketball. Compliments of Gatorade and White Hen. Scotty comes off the screen. With Snow on him. Picks up his dribble. Michael brings it to the right side.
Time.
On top, Tony for 3. And either way, that was not going to be Bulls
I'll
ball.
tell you what, from where we were, it looked like it went right through. It missed the rim, and then rippled the net.
Bulls last 5 possessions, 0 for 2, and they've had 4 turnovers in there as well.
Well, Frank said we've got to get off to a strong start and eliminate the turnovers. So they've done both. I think.
Snow. Davis pops out, baseline jumper, real short, and Ron Harper's right there. Nobody's shooting it very well here in the second half. Lob pass for Dickie Simpkins.
They got to catch it.
Well, he may not be the guy that you want.
Well, he wasn't near to get the alley-oop.
Scott Burrell will check in for the Bulls. Boy, you hate to let this lead just go away. Eric Snow goes down the lane. Nope. And a loose ball foul called against Philadelphia.
Ratliff.
Yep. Here comes Scott Burrell to check in for the Bulls. Ratliff picks up his third. Tony comes out.
Michael and Harp both telling Dickie, catch the ball and then worry about what you're going to do.
Joe Smith comes in as Ratliff will lead. 64-49. Bulls with the lead. MJ tries to go by McKee. Does with the scoop in the lane. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Coleman. And Coleman goes down. Foul called against Michael. Take a look at the best road records, John. The regular season since the 90-91 season. Best road records. Bulls 65% of the road. Seattle 56. New York, Utah, and Phoenix all above 500. And that's hard to do for that length of time.
This year they're 24-16. Joe Smith knocks one down.
Bulls doing some barking at each other out there. I don't like this. Scotty finds Burrell. Right back to Pip. Ron Harper steps up for the jumper. In and out. Bulls have been on 64 forever. Snow comes down.
Good play.
Yep, you bet. And Burrell got hit or something. Jump ball. They're still talking to each other. And they're winning. And they're unhappy. Burrell with a good play here.
See if Burrell tips it to Scottie Pippen. See what happens.
The report that Scott Williams just left the 76ers bench. Phil Jackson hollering that it should be a foul ball. Now the Bulls get the cap. And Scott Williams is back now on the Philly bench. Burrell goes on top for Ron Harper. Michael gives it right back. Harp drives in off the glass and it won't go.
Well, I'll tell you what.
64 forever for the Bulls.
Yeah, they started out with Michael hitting a three-point play and thought that was going to be it.
MJ across the timeline. Makes a move down the lane and he got fouled. The Bulls with a chance to get off 64. They've been on this, John, for almost 4 minutes now. They've been at 64 points. Hey, at the Bulls' first home playoff game, it's Chicago Sun-Times Fan Hand tonight. The first 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Chicago Bulls fan hand, courtesy of the Chicago Sun-Times.
No, they didn't get off 64.
Not yet. Finally, the Bulls get a point. Almost 4 minutes go by. There's Allen Iverson, all wrapped up.
No wonder it didn't
stay
see
warm.
him.
Randy Brown gets up, ready to check in for the Bulls. Davis lost it, and Michael comes up with a steal. MJ pushes to the head, finds Ron Harper. Back to Michael inside, got it up. That's not quite enough, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Eric Snow will pick up the foul.
After that steal, Michael, it looked like he got fouled going up the court. He couldn't put any steam on that ball to get it to Harper.
Randy Brown in as Ron Harper. Yeah, it looked like he was being held. Michael missed that again.
Second half flaws from the free throw line by Mike.
Johnny, you and I both Bears fans. You got any hopes for them for the draft tomorrow? Any player that stands out for you?
Well, the only one I know is that one kid from Georgia Tech, that linebacker, that says he wants to play like Butkus. And if he could play like Butkus, yeah, we want him on our side.
Davis makes the move top of the circle. Eric Snow looking for Derek Coleman, who's got it down low now, and Dickie Simpkins will be called for the push. Fourth personal on Dickie. (66-51) Bulls with the lead. Coming up on 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third. Snow, nice move, but almost threw it away. McKee drives down, finds Derek Coleman for three.
Looked very suspicious, like his foot was on the line, but we'll give him 14 points.
Eric Snow playing pretty well for this team. A couple of newspaper stories that Larry Brown has talked about. He has said that he would rather get a guy who's a backup off a winning team than somebody that understands what it takes to win in practice and in games than some of the guys on some of the teams that he sees play. He didn't mention anybody at his own team. Scotty off the glass and good with a jump hook, but he was pretty adamant in what he was saying about how he likes guys off of winning teams that understand what it takes.
Well, I would think most coaches would like that, don't you?
Yeah,
I don't know. A lot of coaches would say, just give me some guys, I'll make them ball players.
He said he doesn't mind if they're bench players off winning teams. Joe Smith with the basket. But look what Scott Williams got. After being a big part of the Bulls, he got a huge contract here. Of course, that was before Larry Brown was here. As MJ puts it off the glass and good. Larry Brown hollered at the official. Kevin Fear. 70-56 Bulls with the lead.
That's twice now. They beat Coleman open.
So Smith had it knocked away in a foul call.
Well, here they think it's a little travel on this play. I think that's why Larry Brown was saying he walked.
We got a timeout. 2:45 left in the third. The Bulls lead Philly 70-56. In the corner.
I ate in that area last night. It was a very interesting experience and costly.
You had a little family action last night.
Yeah,
That's
I
nice
did.
to see.
I saw my son Jim and his wife and my granddaughter. Joe Smith bangs that one around. No.
Dickey picked up another foul and is rather upset about it.
Yeah, that's his fifth. Dennis Rodman from. I think he came. Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
Whoa, whoa, Michael.
Bulls really getting upset. For a while they were playing so well, and it looked like, you know, kind of what you'd expect from the Bulls, rounding into playoff form, and it's been a little bit different here the last 3 or 4 minutes. Tony drives in with the scoop and hits that again.
That's that same shot you talked about. Looked like he was going to kick it out to the corner.
Anybody else shoots that shot, and they're on the bench right now.
Tony with 16 points. Iverson back in the game. Randy Brown's job to try to contain him a little bit.
Thomas with it on the wing. Off Scott Burrell out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock. 2:05 left in the third.
He kicked it out. They might want to no, they're not going to reset.
Off his leg, they say.
Yeah.
Iverson.
Oh, that Coleman screen again.
Coleman with the leaner. And it just did hit the rim, obviously. Dennis Rodman with the rebound. He's got 12 rebounds, no points. 0 of 2 from the field.
He held them. Snow held them underneath, but they decide not to. Well, here's the pass down to Joe. Burrell with the steal.
Lob it up to Michael with the fake. And he's laughing and knew he should have taken Burrell for 3. And Tim Thomas with a rebound. 72-57. Kind of a not very pretty third quarter.
Yeah.
Snow goes down low for Joe Smith. Back to Thomas. Drives inside. And Dennis Rodman with a rebound and leading the break.
Oh, and he throws it away.
And Randy Brown is really
Look who was on the right side who he didn't see.
Randy thought he got held, but yeah.
Michael's down on the right side. He threw it to Randy Brown, and Mike was breaking on down.
17 Bulls turnovers. Philly with 18.
Dennis said he grabbed my wrist, too.
Iverson. And a foul call.
Andy. No, that was on Michael. 3 on Mike.
Allen Iverson from the line. Pitch at noon tomorrow on Fox Sports Chicago.
Yeah, good to see the White Sox get going here.
Oh, yeah, hitting the baseball.
Oh, I love it. Some of those young kids just whopping it around.
I know you do. You were pumped up about that on the bus.
Yeah.
Tony goes down low for Michael. The snow on him. MJ gets it back on top. Kukoc drives inside, finds Dennis out to Michael. And he walks.
Well, Snow were giving them a pretty good work over there. They moved the ball around. Michael had the three-point field goal attempt, but didn't take it. So 46 seconds. Let's see if they go 2 for 1 this trip, or they just want to make sure they get one good shot.
Eric Snow, top of the circle with it. Joe Smith with a jumper. And Randy Brown tried to get it. It's out of bounds. Bulls ball. Now will the Bulls go 2 for 1 with 36 seconds left. If you're going to go 2 for 1, you got to do it quick.
Yeah, go, 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 he tells Burrell.
Burrell, and 2 for 1 is over. But the power play is over. Steve Kerr up off the Bulls bench. Michael gets it back, fake the pass, put it up and in inside the lane. MJ with a basket. He's got 22. 74-59. 13 seconds left in the period. Bulls with the lead. And Randy Brown will be called for the personal foul. Dennis Rodman will check out as Steve Kerr comes in.
What? Okay. Oh, he just wants to stay with it.
Phil Jackson talking to the official about Allen Iverson carrying the ball. Key comes in as Ratliff comes out. And Phil's still talking to him about it.
Really hesitate that ball.
5 seconds left. Burrell. And that's a good look.
Oh, boy.
Just off. We played 3 periods here at the Core State Center in Philadelphia. And the Chicago Bulls lead the Philadelphia 76ers 74-61. So the pretty good first, a great second quarter. Third quarter, as I said, both teams pretty low in the third quarter. What do you need? You're looking for something.
I was looking at running stats. And Pip had 8 points very early in the first quarter and then ended up with 2 more here in the third.
Iverson fakes the 3. Leans in, missed it. Joe Smith with a rebound, puts it in. Steve Kerr comes off the screen. Bulls wanted a foul call.
Whoa!
Ratliff, and Dennis Rodman throws it away.
Whoa, what a pitch out that was.
And it got away, and the runner took second base. It has not been artistic here in the second inning.
But Dennis may be the wrong guy to set the screen and roll with, you know?
Yeah, because he's not going to shoot it.
Both guys go to the...
Foul on Tony. Go ahead.
Both guys go to the dribbler. They both went out to Steve Kerr, and that left Rodman open. But when he got the ball, he wasn't a threat to shoot it. He just fired it out and threw it away.
Iverson.
Offensive foul on Joe Smith that time, trying to take advantage inside of Tony. He just drew 1 foul, so Smith comes up with a foul now in his second. 11 minutes and 1 second for this last road game of the year, regular season for the Bulls.
Home tomorrow night against the Knicks, and then the playoffs begin. Pip goes on top for Steve Kerr. Bulls spread out the floor a little bit. Larry Brown was out into the basket. Crowd wanted Dennis to shoot it. Steve Kerr got fouled by Joe Smith. That's his third personal, first team foul. Steve Kerr gets it out to Randy Brown. Tony takes the shot. Yeah, he did right away. He had the shot. Now Scotty gets it back to Tony.
All right. That's the one he had at the beginning.
And now Scottie Pippen and Eric Snow in a little bit of a shoving matchup, and Scotty was really upset with something that happened. There's Pip. He was really upset as Steve Kerr got a hand on it. Iverson. There's the help that we talked about.
Oh, Randy
knocked it away. He's got Scotty with him. And Pip can slam it on Eric Snow, and instead he lays it in. I thought he may want to really throw it down hard on Snow since Eric had gotten him a second ago. But he just happy with the 2 points. Ratliff dribbles baseline and a foul call. Dennis Rodman will pick up the foul. Dennis picks up his second foul.
Some quiet here in the Core Center, and here comes Derek Coleman back for Joe Smith.
Not seen the tank, Scott Williams, at all.
As a matter of fact, he had left the bench, as you mentioned.
Iverson pops out. Scottie Pippen gets the rebound. Oh, he had root canal surgery this morning, and they went back to check his stitches. Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't wish that on anybody.
No, absolutely not. Tony Kukoc the long jumper, short. Randy Brown front court, and Iverson comes up with a rebound. Boy, he really accelerates up the floor, and Scotty reached in and took the foul.
That was a pass-off, so he shouldn't be shooting.
Iverson, 3 of 12 from the field, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Lou Malnati ships Chicago-style deep dish pizza anywhere in the USA. Just call 1-800-LOU to go to place your order. Snow makes the move inside and gets it right back. Shot clock at 12. It's Coleman ran over Scotty, and a blocking foul on Pip. And they count the basket. Yep, the basket's good.
Pippen picks up his second foul. Derek Coleman comes on in, makes that shot, and goes to the free throw line.
Nine minutes left. Getting a little close, John. 78-66. Bulls with the lead. Scotty goes inside. Steve Kerr was open, but not tall enough to take that shot. I don't know if you can say something like that, but that was pretty much the case. Randy Brown drives, had it partially blocked, got it back. 2 on the shot clock, 1 on the shot clock, and a violation. It'll belong to Philly.
McKee comes back in for Snow. Violation, 8:34. And they've got a chance to get down here to 10 or even 9.
Turnovers, 20 today. 5th best in the NBA normally at just about 14 a game. Iverson. Coleman with a hard screen on guess who? Turn inside Ratliff for the slam.
Beautiful vision that time, and they are at 10 points. 68-78, and what? 8-16.
He wants a second on the clock. It's at 8:13 now.
Okay, it's now at 8:16, and there's the pass in. Fireball underneath, beautiful to Ratliff. All right, Bulls need a little hoop this time.
Scotty gets it back to Steve Kerr. Randy Brown inside for Dennis. On top, Tony with a quick jumper. Nope. On Gets it back to Tony inside for Scotty, and he's fouled. Tim Thomas over the back will pick up the personal foul. It's his third.
Bulls are in foul trouble.
Randy Brown quick into the corner for Scotty.
Oh, pass is too high. They throw it away again. And now a chance to go to 8.
Iverson makes the move. Had it partially blocked. Got it back. Loose inside.
Jump ball. Now Coleman was trying to call a timeout, but he turned to the bench. He turned to Phil and asked for a timeout.
Well, and you got to have control of the basketball.
Yeah.
And down there, they didn't have control.
The block by Pippen, and nobody could grab it. So now Iverson can get up and jump. Does he jump with Tony or Pitt?
Oh, with Scotty. Yeah, I can see that. Iverson with a quick jump. Like he hit Scotty in the head when he jumped.
You jump at a guy like that, you got to have a body on him, because they can't get everything together to jump if you got a body on him. They don't.
Dennis takes the pass to Scotty, finds Randy Brown.
Bulls are not getting a quick shot. They had to take the shot. There it is.
Got to be an illegal.
Illegal, yeah.
Yep, there's the call. It's their second. Eric Collins, what's happening, buddy?
Hey guys, scores we've been checking all evening long. Orlando on top of New Jersey by 20 now. That game's in the tail end of the third quarter. Another one, Washington, Miami. Washington on top of Miami by 12 points. That game's in the fourth period.
You're kidding. Holy cow.
Washington needs to win that game, obviously, to stay alive. They need to win out the rest of the game. The rest of the season have an opportunity to go to the playoffs. Back to you guys.
Well, Eric, while you were telling us that information, Scottie Pippen got a technical foul, and Derek Coleman will go down here and shoot it and try to give them a single digits. And that's just what they have right now.
Dennis, let's take a look at the game notes. What do you think, Dennis? They'll hand them back.
But Steve Kerr will get to the free throw line.
Because?
Illegal defense, which is their second.
Dennis. Now, John, is it possible New Jersey could lose again? Washington wins twice, and the Bulls take on the Wizards? And I know it's possible. It's still mathematically possible.
Well, when Rod Strickland went down in the game against us, I thought that was the end of
done.
them. Yes.
But they're still hanging around.
Pretty good defense here. This Philly club has kept them down here now to
Steve for three. No. And Ratliff high for the rebound. Boy, did he get up. 79-69 Bulls with the lead. Bulls just cannot put Philadelphia away. Derek Coleman down low. Gets it back to Iverson on top. McKee. Eric Snow back to McKee. Not a good shooter. And Iverson lost it. Dennis Rodman comes up with it. Well, McKee is not the guy they'd want to have take that shot.
No.
That's not his role at all. Randy Brown. Bulls 5-on-4. Randy kicks it out. Steve Kerr penetrates on top. Tony. Randy Brown baseline jumper blocked by Iverson, and Ratliff comes up with it.
Foul on
Dennis.
And they're going to shoot 2 free throws.
We got a timeout called. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. The Bulls lead at 79-69. Bulls basketball. 21,305, largest crowd to ever attend a basketball game in the state of Pennsylvania.
Well, now in the second half here, the Bulls, Pippen, Jordan, and Kukoc have scored 22 points.
Right.
The rest of the team scored 0.
Ratliff takes his time at the free throw line. Eric Collins, what do you got, buddy?
Hey guys, the reason they set the attendance record tonight is because way up in the top of the stands in the hockey press box, they cleared it all out, they put seats in there, and they're selling tickets up in the hockey press box for the first time ever. That's why they set the record tonight.
Where is that hockey press box?
Across from you guys.
They're still selling it?
Still now, yeah.
Well, there you go, boys. Look at the lead now.
I know it. MJ's back in the floor. Right?
Yeah, 10-6.
Is that what they've outscored the Bulls in the fourth quarter?
And everything has been outside. Everything has been standing on the outside.
MJ with it up high.
5 seconds, 4. And down he goes. Oh, boy. Eric Snow. Or somebody bailed out the Bulls that time. Michael making that turn to go down low.
Phil wants a timeout.
Here it is. Now Michael makes the corner.
And they've been a little help for the Bulls.
It's only their third team foul.
Hey, maybe just a 20. And Phil is serious talking to Scott Burrell right now. Bulls get the inbound pass, and Scott Burrell has it between the circles. On top for Scotty. Shot clock at 9. Pip puts up a three, back of the rim. Nope, and Ratliff again with a rebound. I like Ratliff a lot. He may be a power forward before it's all said and done.
Well, here they come now. The Bulls had a chance to put this away, and now your largest crowd to see that game in Philadelphia is
No, missed that one, and the rebound, Derek Coleman will pick up the first.
Now that's their fourth, and again, Snow. They had McKee shooting the outside. Now they got Snow taking that shot. The team's fourth foul, and that's very important.
Yeah, you'd like to get to the free throw line a little bit. MJ with it on the right side. Tip. Brings it out on top, and again, John, that shot clock is winding down. Shot clock at 4 at 3. Scotty underneath off the glass. Nope. And boy, they're just giving the Bulls one and done.
But Coleman is the trailer.
And that's where the ball's got to be, you think, right now. Iverson. The crowd loves it. On top for Snow. Left side for McKee. Shot clock at 9 at 8. Ratliff tries to make the move inside. Steps back, goes to Pip. The shot blocked out of bounds with 1 on the shot clock.
Tough pass underneath. 22nd. 20-second timeout. Philadelphia.
Michael Jordan asking for 3 seconds.
The Bulls went through a 9-point period, first period.
Coleman, Smith, and Iverson. Iverson really shot the ball terribly. 3 of 13.
Now let's see what happens on this play. 1 second to go. Michael out on Iverson now.
Sixers on an 8-0 run. Bulls have not scored in the last 4:45.
Yeah, you can't. He had to take that fake as Dennis ran out on him, and that was just too much time.
Well, and John, you got 1 second on the shot clock. You got to get a shot up.
Yeah.
And if you have to take a foul, whatever you have to do, you got to get a shot up in that situation. 79-71, Bulls with the lead. Steve Kerr with it on the right side. Looks for the open man. Burrell inside for Scotty. Had it knocked away. 7 on the shot clock. It'll be Bulls ball with 4:05 left.
They are tough interior here. Their hands very quick. Tried to get that ball to Scotty down low and knocked it away. Burrell will be the inbound pass. Well, here comes Tony now.
See if Scott Burrell gets a little break.
Yep.
Scott had a great start to the game.
Well, he sure did.
Get it into Scotty. Pip drives, fakes, finds Steve Kerr in the lane, blocked away. Got to get a shot up.
They don't get it.
Clock violation at both ends of the floor.
Ratliff with a super block. Steve Kerr underneath. Took him a little time to get this shot off. And he goes up and just gets it right back.
21 turnovers now.
Boy, 6 points in this quarter.
With just under 4 minutes left. Here's the high screen roll. Dennis will come over and help out. Snow had it knocked away and a foul on Michael.
And they go to the free throw line. Michael's 4th foul. 8-point game. Remember back Some time ago, the Bulls came in here and let this team hang around, and before you know it, they turned the tables on them and took a win home.
That night they did it from the free throw line. Tonight they're 19 of 28, Bulls 11 of 15.
But what they have done also is just shut the interior down. Is that the first point for Snow tonight?
Yes, sir. He's got 5 assists. That's the second. 79-73. Bulls have been at 79 for what seems like an eternity. Remember 64? 64 was about 4 minutes. 79 is longer, I think. MJ comes off the screen roll. Double team. Finds Tony in the corner. Tough three. Dennis with a rebound. And he got fouled by Coleman.
All right, Derek Coleman on the foul. A long shot over the top. Dennis shoots 2 free throws. The Bulls in the second half. They got 57 points early, and they got 17 and 6 more. 23 points.
Scott Burrell will check in for the Bulls. Philadelphia fan loves Dennis Rodman. Our next television game here on Fox Sports Chicago next Friday, John, in the game room at 6:30. First round action, 7 o'clock. The NBA playoffs right here on Fox Sports Chicago. Dennis with 2 points and 16 rebounds. 81-73. Bulls with the lead. 3.5 remain here in Philly. Iverson, top of the circle for 3. Off. Ratliff fouled by Dennis Rodman.
Ratliff got inside, and if it comes to a leaping match, you're going to have to bet on Ratliff on this one for plain leaping. When it comes to timing on the rebounds, I say that Rodman is the better guy, but flat out jumping, he's taking Scott.
Oh, he'd really get up.
Dennis's 4th foul.
Points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks for Ratliff.
So Ratliff and Rodman trade free throws, and the Bulls up by 6 points.
MJ with it on the right side. Scotty with it down low, looking for Dennis. That goes on top. Scott Burrell with a fadeaway jumper. Nope. Dennis tapped it, but it wouldn't go in. 81-75. Bulls with the lead. Just under 3 minutes left. Iverson right in front of us goes down low. Coleman spins baseline.
Durant
and walks.
Yes, he did. Took off with the ball. Makes a spin move here on Dennis as he gets a pass. Now watch him come down. Had a little guidance, but Bulls lost 3 out of their last 4 games. Eric Pippen gets fouled now by Derek Coleman.
John, 2 big games out west tonight. Utah is at Phoenix, the first of 2 road games for them. After that, they go to play the Lakers. And San Antonio is at Seattle. And these are 2 teams, obviously, the Bulls are either tied with or chasing. In the case of Utah, the Bulls are chasing them. And Utah with 2 tough games. Utah at Phoenix tonight, and San Antonio is at Seattle.
You may be home in our Betty Buys when that's all over.
I don't think there's any question. I tell you what, those are big games for the Bulls. Derek Coleman with it on the wing. Dennis right there defensively on him. 2.5 remain. Coleman with Michael over to help out. Eric Snow from 18 feet. Way off. Rebound. MJ comes out of there with it. Michael.
Whoa, pass. They're
5
chasing.
rebounds.
They're chasing. They got anybody? Michael down low.
Had Snow on him one-on-one.
Snow fronts him when he does this. He does a good job of it.
That's you're talking about the weather. Scott Burrell. Long deuce. It's good for Burrell.
Yes, sir. Just about on the line. Burrell with 15.
And timeout called by the 76ers. Exactly 2 minutes left. And the Bulls lead Philly 85-75. It is inside the Cord States Arena. And boy, these guys have done a super job. Our producer director on Fox Sports Chicago, James A. Angio, Jose Cornejo, our associate producer, and Aldo Perry, our assistant director. Guys, thank you for all the tremendous work as Derek Coleman gets a slam.
Wow. He set that up and had nobody down in the. Everybody is down in that painted area for the Sixers.
Scotty gives it back to Burrell. He hit Sean. That one was short. And this Philly ball club has not given up yet. Long three by Iverson off. And rebound goes out of bounds off of Dennis Rodman. It'll belong to Philly. Minute 24 left.
Well, they get him to take a shot. They want him to take a long three. And can't clean up. 1:24 on the clock.
Coleman kicks it out. Iverson from 15 hits. Allen Iverson with 17. Still wants it up the floor quickly. 85-79. 6-point game with 1:10 left.
Well, the Bulls are playing really defensively, aren't they? I mean, they're
not being
attacking
aggressive.
Like,
Not going to the basket hard. Shot clock at 4 and 3. Shot clock at 2 and 1. Michael hurt Phil Holler-Red, just missed it. Rebound Eric Snow. It's a 6-point game with 45 seconds left. Snow out to Iverson, drives inside in the lane, a foul call.
Pippen on the foul. So 43 seconds to go. They're going to take a couple free throws here with Iverson to the line.
By the way, MJ got the foul. That's his 5th.
Bulls are just playing too defensive.
Like you said, not
offensive.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Yep, go get him. Tony Kukoc will check in for the Bulls. Dennis Rodman checks out with 43 seconds left. Now Phil looks over at Michael and he wants him up here ready to handle the basketball, thinking that Philly could try and foul right away. Missed that. Scotty with a rebound.
They got to take a foul now. They should.
Yeah, they should foul right now.
Yeah.
Boy, they are letting a lot of time go out, trailing by 5. And the Bulls are going to be real happy to let some time go. And
Jump ball. Man, what a bailout. Michael with a bad pass into Scotty. I don't know if he saw McKee coming from the side. Oh, Michael just said, yep. That happens. And they'll take a timeout.
28.2 seconds left. The Bulls lead Philadelphia 85-80. We're coming down the wire. Orlando with a lead over New Jersey, and it looks like they're going to win. Washington with a pretty good lead, and the Washington game's a final now. They've beaten Miami. Oh, it's not done yet. Boy, as surprising as it is. Tap controlled by Philly. Here comes Iverson right down the lane, and he missed it. He missed the easy one. Ratliff on top. Coleman for 3. Off, and MJ with a rebound, and they foul him. Unbelievable that Allen Iverson just missed the layup.
As much confidence as this young man's got in himself, he went down and beat the defender going to the hole. And
you
misses
gotta dunk
the
that. You
shot.
gotta dunk this ball.
Now look at it. He goes down underneath.
Gotta go strong. Just gotta
And then
finish.
Ratliff missed. Now look at this. There's one miss. No foul. Ratliff taps it up. And finally, they get a shot back, and it's missed by Derek Coleman. Michael to the line.
And he bangs it. 86-80 now. Bulls with the lead.
Yes. A note on MJ here. Look at that.
1991 against the Sonics. He's got 5 right now.
You know what? Also, he's got 5 steals. It puts him 5 steals. 5 steals behind Maurice Cheeks for second place in that. And talking to 5, he's got 5 rings.
Into the corner. Snow for 3. Way off. Dennis with the rebound. And the Bulls are going to come into Philadelphia and pull out a win. It was not easy. It was not pretty, especially down the stretch. But the Chicago Bulls here in Philadelphia have stopped that minor losing skid and gotten a win. 87-80. And John, that was a much needed win.
Yes, it was. Gives the Bulls a 25-16 road record to finish up, Tommy. They're 60-21 on the season. It's been a great, tough road to hoe for the Bulls. They only lost 4 at home. But when it comes to down the stretch, you're 60-21.